Hi guys, let me just fix my lighting really quick. So while I'm doing that, my name is Heart to Heart Readings, otherwise known as Jackie, and I am I'm an angel reader. I do angel readings. Hi, it's Taylor. How are you? I do angel readings and I communicate with spirit. I have like acne. Okay, whatever. I thought like you wouldn't be able to see it, but it's there. But it's okay. But anyways, I also do pet readings as well. So if you guys want to check out all of those services, you can just go onto my website, www.hearttoheartreadings.com. So as the title says, I'm doing the first 5 new subs get 1 free read. I used to just do it like on a continuum, if that makes sense. Like I wouldn't put a limit, but I was just getting like super tired from doing so many, so I decided to put it at a cap. Thank you guys for being here. I usually do a general card read at the beginning, but for some reason I feel like I need to jump straight into everybody's individual readings. Hey, Lightning Spark. Hi, it's Taylor. Hi, Dark Knight. Dark Knight, you sound really familiar. Let me check my list to see if I've read for you before. And by the way, the donation link, I only use PayPal. The donation link is right at the chat. So you would scroll all the way to the top, or I could copy and paste it again. But it's right there. If you are a current sub and you want to donate for a read, or if you just want it to be bumped up to the top of the list, because that's how the paid read works. All right, give me a second. Let me try to find your name, Dark Knight. I want to see if I've done a read for you before. Because you seem like really familiar. Okay, look, it looks like I haven't done a read for you. Interesting. Hang on. It's loading, so. Oh yes, I have done a free read for you before, Dark Knight. So unfortunately, I don't do free reads for current subs because that's kind of the way the system works, right? So if you still want to get that question read, Dark Knight, just donate those $3, okay? And let's see, Lightning Spark just donated. Thank you for that. So Lightning Spark, what's your question? Aalayiah Brunner. Hi, how are you, Aalayiah? Okay, so Lightning Spark wants to know a message from Spirit. All right, let me just... And please like and sub, guys. If you guys are new, if you guys have gotten a read from me before, like. SC, I'm new. I sub, but I haven't gotten a read. That's right, I remember you. SC, yes, you can be on the list. So let me put you right down. I think this is the most tiring part of like being your own mod. You have to be like a one-man band. Hi, Felix. How are you? Okay, so I'm gonna do Lightning Spark's question. Whoa, okay, so first of all, Lightning Spark, you have 2 really warm spirit guides. I can't tell if these are guardian angel or if these are spirit guides. They feel more like spirit guides. And they really want to assist you emotionally, because I think whether you've come to realize this on your own or from me, but you know that there's an emotional, spiritual aspect of you that is disconnected. And it makes you feel disconnected. You feel like you're not normal. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but you just feel that disconnection. Okay, keep using that word. I don't want to keep saying it. And first of all, they're saying that, I don't even know if I need to do this, but I'm gonna just keep shuffling anyway. They're saying that that part of you that is so-called disconnected is inherent within you. It is not something that you can lose. It's not something that you can forget or misplace. It's already within you. And it's really, really cool because they're showing me like a yellow jewel-toned light emitting from your heart chakra, something like that. and they're just saying to you, this is you, this is you, this is who you are, and we're going to bring that out. So they're saying that they're going to help you with that aspect of yourself in which you feel like you don't have, right? Okay. They're like, cease with the cards. Okay. Oh, dude, look what you got. You got the Sun card, and this is like, I mean, I guess it depends on context, but in my opinion, this is like a really, really good card. And the theme of this card is Archangel Uriel, and it says, happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. And notice that the color is yellow too. Kind of like what I was saying, right? This is really beautiful. And they're saying that this is joy and empowerment and fulfillment, not in material things, not I don't think it's in a relationship that you'll be finding this, you know, because this is within you. Maybe you'll be finding somebody that awakens that part within you. They're also showing me this, like the path ahead, you know, you acquiring what your guides are talking to you about. This specific thing right now, it's not going to happen on like a Monday, boom, like success. You know, this is a drawn out thing where you kind of like put those eggs in your basket one by one as you go through your life experience, they said. So they want to close that in. They don't want this reading to get too like drawn out. So I'm going to leave it there. All right. Okay. So Aalayiah is new, liked and sub, thank you. Neesha is a new sub, thank you. All right, so let me add you guys to the list. You're welcome, Lightning Spark. Oh, you're gonna donate for another. Okay, great. Empress just like, oh my God, I was just thinking about you. That's awesome. Didn't you love that? It's just like not a coincidence at all. Hi, hey, how are you? NK is asking if she can join. I feel like a lot of people have that username, but I'm gonna check on it anyway. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Like, there's a lot of people with the name K, and there was a person named HK who then changed their name to K. Or like was K and then changed to HK. So I don't know if you're that K, you know, because we got people disguising their username so that they can get a free read. I mean, I don't know. Okay, Annalena, thank you. Neesha J, why are you saying damn? All right, so there's a list right there. So right now, okay. All right, so Lightning Spark, go ahead and ask your question, Lightning Spark, and then after that will be SC, okay? I just did a chakra rebalancing guided meditation, and I feel like the messages are like boom, boom, boom. So if you guys, you know, want to awaken your gifts, so to speak, I don't know if like that's like the right term. I guess it is, but everybody's situation is different. But clear your chakras first. Okay, so Lightning Spark is like, what to expect for the rest of the year or month, whichever I prefer. They want to go with, it looks like they want to go with the week. I think they're talking about the month because they're like, it's a short period that they're talking about. So we'll go with the month. All right, what should you expect for the month? All right, and Empress Daisy, thanks for that payment. I misspelled it, but whatever. You know who that is. All right, what to expect for the rest of the year. Also, I got like this really cool clear intuition. Can't really see it. Clear intuition. Okay, whatever, you can't see it. But it's like an essential oil, and I'm like, damn, this shit works. And I'm just using this to clear out my thoughts. I'm not just like taking a moment just to smell something nice. Okay. Oh God. Okay, that was great. Okay, so they want to introduce a female into the answer or your read for your question. And this is somebody that, again, you will develop an obsession with. It looks like the way that you have these obsessions is like you can't think of anything else. Like this person, and they also refer to the word stalk. So whoever this is, you won't be able to get this person out of your mind. And the way that you are fixated on this person is very, very low vibrational. I'm not trying to judge you. I'm just saying that when I step into your energy and I look into your emotional body and what you experience and stuff like that, it's very low vibe. So it's like, how do I say it? It's almost like you need this for food. You know what I mean? What do they want to continue saying about this? All right. Yeah, okay. They're saying safety first. And I feel like I have to put out a disclaimer out there that, I'm not a mental health professional. I'm not any professional. I'm not a doctor, obviously, right? Why would I be here if I was a doctor? I'd be busy. But these readings are for 100% entertainment purposes only. And I'm not saying this so that I can, back out of something. I'm saying this because I feel like I am entering somewhat dangerous territory talking about this, and somebody that is vulnerable may take my advice and take it to heart. And that is a very vulnerable place for me and anybody receiving a reading to be in. Now, the choices are yours. You have free will. Everything that you do is 100% yours. And I want you to know that that is an empowering feeling, because you have a choice of what you want to stick with you and what to take away from what I say. Okay. Sunset Tarot, did I read for you last time? I feel like I did. Wait, SC, did I read for you? Damn it. Hold on. And then look at my list. SC, I did read for you, actually. I already read for you. It's just that like you deleted yourself from the chat. So I thought to respect your privacy, I didn't put the timeline on there. But your read is actually in the second video from last week. Okay, so I'm gonna take you off of the free list because I just realized that right now. And Sunset Tarot, I also read for you too. So if you Empress Daisy's the eyes like yeah, so if you guys want to read, you're gonna have to donate those $3, okay? So I'm gonna take SC off the list. All right. So anyways, as I was saying, Lightning Spark, your guides, our guides, they didn't want, it felt like they were pressuring me to say that. Not like peer pressure, they wouldn't do that. Oh, what kind of world will we be in if we had guides like that, right? But anyway, I feel like they wanted me to say that to give us space from you and I, to separate you from me, because I feel like they don't want me to continue looking into it. But I feel like you know what I mean. Like we need that breathing room to protect myself and to protect you from doing something where you feel like you can't control or something. But anyways, as I was saying, what you need to know from this month. Yeah, okay, I think it's your coworker because I'm seeing her in like a company workspace. And it looks like she's on the computer or something like that. She gets a weird vibe from you. I'm going to just say that off the bat. And I think one of the relieving things is that you can come to me for me to say what I see, right? So she gets a weird vibe from you. And I think that is really off-putting for you because with this girl, like you think about her so often, of course, your deepest desire is for her to like you back, but that's not what you receive. And they're also saying that you are entitled into thinking that she must admire, appreciate, and adore you. But that's not the case, and that's something that they really want to drill into you. That is something that you really have to know. Like, just because you want something, it doesn't mean that you can control the way that people will behave. Yeah, they're just showing me that you have a lot of unwinding to do in your brain, and what I mean by that is just like these really off patterns that you've learned that now you need to rewire and to connect into the right places in your brain. And I think that because they showed me, like, you know, much like technology, if you put those cords into the right colors or the right spaces, everything works, and like the TV awakens and stuff like that. So when that happens to you, when you are awake, right, you will become shocked at yourself. And I know that's like a really harsh thing to hear, but it's like once you like are awakened by, I guess, what has happened to you and who you've become, you'll be very frightened, I think. It almost looks like you'll be driven to the hospital. Like, I don't know what's happening there, but I just see like an ambulance and it's an emergency. But that, my dear, I think looks like spiritual awakening to me. Because we need to be awakened to the unconscious for us to have clarity and to know who we really are and stuff. So it's they're saying that this is a takeaway message. Okay, so almost as if they're saying that not everything is literal. It's almost what they're saying. Like, take away what you can, what resonates with you from this message, almost as if you're watching a movie and you're like, oh, it looks like the moral of the story is blah, blah, blah. But it's what evokes a feeling for you, okay? Oh my, okay, we got a lot of donations. Okay, so black screen. There is literally a person named Kay who had okay, anyways, that was so weird. All right, let me just fix this. So Empress Daisy, you're next. You're welcome, Lightning Spark. You're next, Empress. Then it was Felix that donated, and then it was Hey Hey that donated. All right, let me just breathe in really quickly. Cool. All right, I decided to face my shadow, Empress Daisy says. I also received really bad news and it angered me. There's so much to unpack and I feel overwhelmed and very sensitive. I just want to know, is it worth it in the end? All right. I just want to, I always even though they always tell me that I don't need to, I always read the cards as my safety net. Like, I don't know. Oh, damn. Okay. So the card says it's Two of Earth, and it says too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. You know, I feel like they just said depressed. Are you feeling depressed, Empress Daisy? Oh, yeah, sorry, black screen. Yeah, let me know when you like and sub, and then I'll put you on the list. Okay, great, because not great that you feel bad. It's just great because what I saw is accurate. But you and I are kind of going through the same thing. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to us, but both of our energies is like low, okay? They're showing me this, and you know, they're basically saying that it's our thoughts that creates our emotions, basically. Okay, thank you, black screen. And I guess that's the end of the free reads. So anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you and I are kind of going through the same thing. Oh yeah. I had a friend who like went to like it was kind of like group therapy, but anyways, they had a therapist come into their group session, and that therapist was saying that depression cannot happen without thoughts. Um, and oh damn, okay, yeah, because they're showing me that for you, your mind is very jumbled. It's very disoriented, they said, and like it's hard for you to like have a clear mind because there's like mental fog, basically. So she says, so it's a lot of people going through the same thing. I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know about that one. Empress says, yeah, I can't even meditate properly. Oh, damn, that sucks. Okay, so I just want to know, is it worth it in the end? Like, what's worth it in the end? First of all, let's oh, they want me to finish what I was gonna say though. Well, first of all, they're telling me that you are very sprightly, if that makes any sense. Like, your energy is very like high vibration. Like, if you kind of imagine like a pixie fairy, the way that she moves like is very quick. She's very like quick paced, fast paced, and like very nimble fingers and stuff like that. I don't know. Oh shit, your name was left out? Oh, damn it. Thanks for letting me know. Hey, okay. And oh my god, this is all messed up. It's all messed up right here. There you go. But is that description of you accurate, Empress Daisy? All of this, okay. I asked her what's worth it. She says, all of this pain. In all my depressive episodes, this has been one of the worst so far. Because certain problems were able to be solved quickly, but this one I have to sit in it. Okay, this is perfect. I love that you said I just have to sit in it. Because what I saw with you and what we were talking about, how you being sprightly and you moving like quick pace, this is something that you don't need to sit in. Believe it or not. I think it's like, well, this is just me talking, but I just think it's the negativity that's causing you to feel stagnant. But you can move out of this fairly quickly. You just need to use your mind. That's what they said. She says, I'm always on the go when I'm happy. Oh, that's cute. This is something that you can really move out of. Kind of like a fish in the water. Like you can just whoosh, and then you're not in that same space, if that makes any sense to you. But here we're talking about a timeline, if that makes sense. Instead of like a body of water, it's a timeline for you to move out of really fast. And this is because when you are in your best state of mind, which is therefore your best self, you're like looking at these problems and you're just like, these are my problems, bye. Or you can take what you need from this drama or whatever and just be like, well, I mean, I don't give a shit. Just be like, not my shit, bye. She says, so I wonder if what spirit told me was a test to see if my mind was going to believe it. The bad news. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't think that the universe tests us. I think that they're very straightforward because they're loving. So why would they feel the need to pull the rug out from under you at any given moment, if that makes sense? So it's interesting how the card says consider a more playful approach, because I think you were just that. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but when you're joking around, you kind of do it in such a suave way that really depicts what I was saying earlier about how you can move out of things really quickly and kind of like a fish in the water. And so when you make a joke, you get just like, okay, like, I see you. All right, like sassy pants. I don't know. You kind of just get like, you get really sly and just like your energy's like, okay. I received news that my ex was sending evil eye. That was the bad news without being too detailed. Okay, so I don't know. Honestly, like I know this sounds really like I don't care about your emotions, but what I felt that I need to say off the bat was like, so fucking what? Because I feel you and your best self would be like, okay, bye. Bye. So I think you need to maybe see things with humor. Just be like, why? Like, what does my ex want with me? Like, what could you possibly want with me? Like, I don't know, just like make it funny or something. She says, I had a pep talk with myself in the mirror last night. Like, you know what? F him. He's not going to stop me from being fabulous. Yeah, basically it. Basically what you have to do. And now I'm curious why your mind is going into depression. I think they said straight off the bat, they said trauma. And that's why I think you have a hard time moving out of this, or rather to escape from this, so to speak. Kind of the wrong word to use, but anyway. Oh, shit. Okay, so I don't know how abusive your ex was, but I think it just looks like he really enslaved you emotionally, mentally, verbally. And so it's almost like you feel enslaved again when he's coming back in your life to tell you that he's going to give you the evil eye and stuff like that. And you can just be like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Why? Because I haven't seen you in like 3 years or some shit like that, you know? Don't focus on the trauma. They just said that straight up. Don't focus on that shit because it's just going to bring you down. Like, why are you reliving something that you've already been through? You know what I mean? Okay, and you're trying to heal myself. She says, I'm trying to heal myself from that and be like, whatever about it. I think humor is going to help you a lot because humor is going to allow you to think outside of the box and to be creative, so that you can be like, I can't even, bye, or something like that. You know what I mean? I think that's going to help you be more objective with your perspective, okay? Okay, I really like that one. Okay, so Felix, you said that you donated for 2, right? Okay, so Felix, go ahead and ask your 2 questions while I take a breather. You're welcome, Empress Daisy. Definitely try it because I would love to see you happy, you know? Okay, so Felix says, any angel messages today? Also, how's next week gonna go? I got a colonoscopy on Friday, but my intestines are deeply in pain. Ugh. I had to read that. Ugh. In other words, how will I be feeling? Okay. All right. So let's go with your angel message. I feel like they want to do a 2-for-1, kind of like answering both within the same theme or the same context. I do want to draw 2 cards because that's always fun to do a 2-for-1 and to read the 2 cards separately and how they merge into one and blah, 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 blah. Also, you guys are probably just like, is it Sunday? Because I'm usually here on a Sunday. And honestly, like, I've been feeling really fucking weird. Like, as I was saying to Empress Daisy, I've been feeling like depressed and just like, ugh. And being on here and, you know, having to entertain because YouTube is about entertainment. Like, I'm not just going to be in there and be like, you guys want to read? Like, no, who's going to watch that? So for me to, like, get in my zone, I don't know. It's helping out with my energy, that's for sure. Whoops. Oh, no, that's too much. Because they showed me 2. Mars retrograde, causing that damage, though, this month. Fucking retrograde. I always hear bad things about retrogrades. Hi, Yar. How are you? Okay, there's number 1, and I know this is number 2. Okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. So interestingly enough, you know, with this tarot card, they go by season. That makes sense? No, the elements. There you go. And so the element is of air. You got 5 of air and you got Ace of air. So I'm gonna go into the first question. Any angel messages today? All right. Okay. Okay. So it looks like you've got some tension, whether it's with family or whether it's with a social circle, any social circle, you know, whether it's private or outside of your family. It just looks like there's tension there. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Excuse me. It looks like there's tension there. Felix, can you tell me a little bit more about what that is, that tension among people? It just looks like drama, and you kind of look pissed, and you're kind of just like, oh my fucking God, like, do we have to do this again? Oh yeah, you guys. So outside of YouTube, you know, these are shorter, much shorter reads. I do more comprehensive reads outside of YouTube, which is on my website, hearttoheartreadings.com. There you can find my services. I do 1 card reading for $8 and then 2 card reading for $12. I'm going to be bumping up the price for those single card reads just because I noticed that the length of them is becoming way more in-depth, way more comprehensive. So in order to compensate for my time and my energy, I am raising the price. But for right now, maybe for about a week or a few days or so, probably a week, it'll be the price that it is right now. And for private reads, it's an hour for $100. And I also do pet reads for 30 minutes, $60. And I also do a lost pet read too. So check out my website for that. Okay, so Felix says, I'm not sure, but I'm on a WhatsApp chat group, but it's spiritual, no tension there. It could be my coworkers or possibly my stalker. Okay. I mean, this is an angel message for today. Whatever it is, it's a steamy situation, not as in sexual, but like, it just looks like it makes you quite furious. So I don't know exactly what this is about. Something about like your needs not being met, and like whenever you say something, you never feel like they really listen to your voice, and you don't feel heard and stuff like that. It kind of looks like you're throwing like a bit of a fit. Not that it's a bad thing, just because if it's a fit like that, it looks like you're talking to like an elderly person, like your mom, your dad, your aunt, or something like that. Does any of that resonate with you? Do you tend to get heated with your mom or something like that? The tension with yourself? It doesn't feel like it's with yourself, Felix. Whoops. Okay. They're telling me that it's with your mom. It's not the pain. I think it's with your mom. For some reason, I heard Divine Mother. I don't know exactly if those are the people in your WhatsApp chat group. Let's see what they're saying. It's somebody that tells you like to go do your life in a certain way, like this, this, and this, but you're just like, no, like I've told you for the millionth time, I don't want to do that. Felix says, no, there's tension with my mom, but it's not as serious. Okay, so that's what it is, right? With your mom, that part where she's like, I want you to do this and this and this, son. And you're like, no, I've told you so many times, like, I'm not going to do that. All right, so this is the part where you don't feel like you're heard. Okay. I hate saying this because I get into like a lot of heated disputes with my parents too, but they're saying that you need to be more tender, patient, and open-hearted with your mom, because it almost looks like the kind of discourse. I didn't oppose her today and she got mad. I don't get it. But anyways, it looks like based off of the frustration that you kind of like explode in that little minute towards her, it's very narrow focused, very much in the way that your mothers might operate. So I think for you, I took her side and she still got mad. Anyways, for you, I think that you need to show her what it looks like to have a civil conversation. Because I think that when you react with that kind of, I don't know if that's resentfulness or if that's bitterness or just basic, you being furious and frustrated, it's almost like that's something that she welcomes. So it's like you need to show her like what it's like to be like, I don't even know what that would look like, honestly. Like a civil discussion with your parents. Let me see. Okay. So it's basically you being like, you know what, mom, like I hear you and I can really see why you think that that would be best for me because you want me to have stability or blah, 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 whatever it is. They're repeating tender and open-hearted and patient. So even if she doesn't understand it while you're trying to be patient with her in that moment, like try again, they said, like, this is something that's going to be taking a while to get through to her, what a patient civil discourse looks like. But once you show her and she really understands, like, why do I walk away from the situation differently than I did before? Because it's kind of like that domino reaction. You're changing the shift and the focus of that reaction. And so she energetically, her reaction is like, well then, I guess that's it. No fighting. Felix says, like, paying attention to her, more consideration. It's not so much that. It's more like she's not really considering you, right? Because you're like, dude, mom, like, no. And she's like, she doesn't really want to listen. But let me see. I think you'll know how to go about it because you know your mother well. Basically, what is your version of patience? What is your version of being open-hearted and considerate? It's not giving up a part of you. It's two people trying to reach a mutual gain, mutual benefit. So what does that look like to you? I don't know, because you know your mom best, right? Okay. They're saying that you play your cards well, or that you should play your cards well, because I think your mother is sneaky in that she kind of like gives you like these little jabs and you feel them and you're just like, bitch. You're just like, oh. Like, you could like, yeah. Just be aware of them. Be aware of them, because when you are aware of them, you know how to react rather than to react unconsciously and just explode or something like that. Yeah, damn. I don't like it when parents are like that. What else do we got to say about this? They're basically saying you know what to do. I feel like I've told you what I needed to say and I would just be repeating myself over and over. All right, so then you asked, how's next week going to go? In other words, how will I be feeling during the session? I can't. Colonoscopy. Oh, I think I just said it. Anyway. It will be painful because I do feel like your gut is like searing with like, I don't know if there's like a shit ton of like acid or what, but it feels like it's like burning. It will be uncomfortable for sure. But because the card for your second question basically says brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. That's funny. Sorry if I embarrassed you. Let me see. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what a colonoscopy is. I'm assuming they have to like put a camera there? I don't know. I think it's gonna hurt, but they're saying that you will manage it well. Sometimes, you know, well, a lot of the times, it's kind of like going on a scary roller coaster, and you are so afraid of how fast it will go, or, you know, and then you could feel like your heart being like super fucking fast. Oh, it's a lower stomach breather. Okay. I was thinking this one is. But anyway, but then when you go on that ride and it's over, you're just like, okay, wasn't that bad? This is kind of like the same thing, because you go into it knowing that it's going to be a certain way, but you hype it up way too much. But then as it happens, you're just like, okay, it wasn't that bad, you know? And even if it is horrible, it's still not going to be as bad as like I think you picture it will be. Okay. I don't know, man. Let me know how that goes. Let me know if I was accurate or not. Because, oh gosh, like I do feel like your stomach is hurting, but like, it's interesting. It's making my stomach hurt now. But anyways, let us know how it goes. All right. Hey is next. Yay, thanks, Felix. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, cool. All right, so Hey says, we're thinking of moving because the area we live is getting bad. Do you see us moving out soon? So while you say that, I also see you, you know, how we talked about last week, you being very, like a lot of ideas are coming into fruition. It's kind of just like bang, bang, bang. Let me make these cakes and stuff like that. And you look like you're already wearing your uniform, like you work at home. Kind of looks like that's what you do anyways, based off what the business looks like in my head. Yeah, so I'm still seeing you do that. So in terms of you moving out soon, I think you would want to finish with your project first, whatever it is that you decide to do with your cake business to, you know, fulfill your financial hole, so to speak. I mean, I definitely feel you guys moving out. Like I can feel your energy lifting from your current space to a new direction. So it does feel like you guys are moving. In terms of soon, I would assume you mean like within the next 6 months, right? It feels like 8 months. I think that's an accurate estimate. Oh, soon for you is 1 month. Give me a second, Lenny Spark. Let me finish Hey's reading. Give me 1 second. Oh, there you go. What that was. But it's 8. But it's 8. Then we'll just be patient. Let me just pull out a card, okay? Okay. Wow. Okay. So you got 2 cards. One of them says the High Priestess, and the Archangel is Haniel. Says trust your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. And this one says life experience, and the angel is Archangel Shamuel. A significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. Sorry, rings. You know, it looks like you'll be like getting justice for what happened to you that you told me last time, you know, about the money situation. Because I see you like raise your fist like this, not in like revenge, but like I'm gonna get justice for this situation and I'm gonna do what's right. So it doesn't seem like you'll be like trying to hurt anybody, of course, but I think that this is what's gonna stall the move, because you're gonna be figuring out what happened to you and how to work on this situation, which is really interesting because I don't know how somebody goes about working on and getting justice with someone who stole from you. Like, I don't know how you're going to be doing that. Yeah, I mean, I guess getting justice would just be to go to court, right? But then how would you find the person that stole your stuff? I don't know. But the thing is that it doesn't look like you're out for the money. It looks like you're doing this out of love, and that you're trying to set an example for your kids. Like if something as significant happens to you like that, you will know, or at least you will have an example of how to behave based off of me, aka you. And a lot of this actually deals with your intuition. I actually do see you going into a court battle over like legal matters. I don't know, man. I'm not like familiar with this stuff. And that is a life experience part, which is very interesting. It just looks like you'll be going into like a city hall or wherever it is that they hold like these things. What does that mean? What does what mean? Oh, the life experience card. As I was saying, it's about you teaching your children how to respond and react whenever a significant life event like this happens. So you could set an example for your kids because you're not just out for the money. You're doing this out of love. It's almost like it's like, yeah, you want to get your money back. Payback? Because I heard payback. I think this is one of those situations where you question yourself and you're like, wait, do I want to do this out of spite? Or do I want to show my kids what love looks like? So I think that life experience brought you interesting things to think about. It looks like an even number of months until you leave. It's either like a 6 or like an 8. I think an 8 more matches that vibration. That is going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Yeah, right? But you choose to do it in a way that empowers you and your family because you're going about this with honor. So there you go. I don't know. It was interesting. I think the reason why they wanted to talk about that was so that you didn't get lost in this procedure and to show you that the reason why you won't be moving out in a month is because you'll be dealing with stuff like this. Okay. So Lightning Spark says, is it all right to donate for another question regarding what you told me? I wasn't typing while you were telling me. Oh, because I got interrupted and barely rewatched what you told me. You're welcome to do that, but you're also welcome to rewatch the video. Because the next day I put a timeline of people that I've read so that they can look at it. And you're welcome, hey. It's good to read for you. Okay, so the next is Aalayiah Brunner. Okay, I see that you've posted a question. Let me just do some deep breathing really quick to reset my energy. Gonna pop some on my forehead and my throat. Okay. Oh, you donated again. Okay, let me just finish Elias. All right, so Elias says, so I'm just curious, what was my crush's first impression of me when we first met? Well, damn, first of all, he thinks that you're smoking. Seems very attracted to you. Physically, I mean. Let me see. I mean, he thinks you're gorgeous. He thinks that you're drop dead beautiful. Um, Honestly, I don't know how long that you've been talking, because it seems like based off of his first impression, it just seems like you guys haven't gotten to know each other that well yet. Or maybe I'm just reading into the very first impression. But yeah, that's what he thought. He thought you were smoking. Okay, so Lightning Spark, thanks for donating again. What's your question, Lightning Spark? Hi, Fatima. And is Neesha still here? Okay, so Lenny Spark says, I just wanted to ask, why did my coworker get a weird vibe from me lately? Okay, are you saying like based off of what you've experienced or based off of what I said? Look at my dog, he's sleeping. Oh, thank you, Aalayiah. That's so sweet. And I'm glad that you enjoyed your reading. Okay, based off of what I said, let's see. Why did your coworker, get a weird vibe from you? I think it's because you're intense. And your intensity can be felt, especially from women, I think, that are, well, I'm not going to get into that, but you're very emotionally intense, energetically, and she can pick up on that. It's almost like that kind of intensity where how do I say it? It's like when your foot falls asleep, but you feel it on a certain part of your body. So it's like when she passes by you, like that's what she feels. It's almost like really intense goosebumps. That is how intense your energy is, because you're so absorbed in her, right? It's like all you think about and stuff. So of course you're going to exude that intensity. Because she asked why I was being weird this week, because she said I was quiet, and I was just curious. Okay. Let's see. I think it's the emotional intensity. Um, like, I don't know what kind of relationship you guys have, if you guys are really good friends or what. But I don't know. It's just something that she feels, because kind of like what I was saying earlier, you kind of have like this disconnection, and you want to find that part within you, but it's already within you. You just need to rediscover it. But anyways, to you, you think that you've lost it, or for whatever it is, just feel like you're really disconnected from it. She always comes to you to vent. Oh, okay. You don't tell her anything serious like that, but you are kind of close. Okay. Yeah, I could see why you would get confused. But again, that goosebump feeling, it just keeps coming up. Um, so I think there's something that she doesn't feel. Maybe she like keeps doubting it. Maybe she, um, I don't know, dude. I don't know her. Maybe she wants to be polite. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I just keep feeling like goosebumps, like whenever she passes by you. Um, I mean, and it's a human thing. Like, I don't think that she's actively trying to avoid you or actively thinks that you're weird. I think that she thinks that there is something up with you. Um, and it's like she has these like hunches. Like, I think there's something up with him. And those hunches are correct. Okay, Lightning Spark? Okay, so Neesha, I did call for you. There you are. All right, so general love reading until the end of the year. Damn. The end of the year? You only have like what? Like 3 more months of that. You start laughing. Anyway, I'm looking around because I'm trying to like see into the end of the year for you. Honestly, I just see like a lot of guys going like, hi, bye. Not because they don't like you, but I think it's just the nature of online dating. Fatima, yeah, you can donate. Let me grab the link for you. But anyway, Neesha, do you like go on Tinder or something like that? I mean, I would assume you would, right? Because of this time, like you can't just, I don't know, meet up with somebody random. You're welcome, Lenny Spark. Yeah, so interesting. I think that you would benefit from this YouTube video from Teal Swan. I think, well, she talks about ghosting. So go onto her YouTube channel, Teal Swan, the bird, or wait, the color and then the bird, okay? She talks about that. Oh, Lenny Spark says, I see, just don't want her to think different of me or something. And I know, nobody wants that. You know what I mean? But again, we're human and we pick up on people's emotions naturally, instinctively, intuitively. So just, I mean, if you just don't do anything like out of the norm, then you should be fine, right? I think that was confusing based off of the reading that I gave you. Basically, just don't do anything weird. Don't do anything like out of the norm, and the conversations that you guys will have should be fine, right? Pop-up link? I don't know what you mean by that. But anyways, Neesha, so yeah, so it just looks like these guys are just like, oh, like, hey, what's up? And they're just like bored. And you're like genuinely looking for a connection, and they're just like, swipe left or some shit like that, you know? Or like you guys are in a chat, because I've been on Tinder before. You guys are in a chat, and then like, oh, you're what? She says, yeah, just kind of getting over a soulmate connection. Fatima, I'll get to you in a second, okay? Oh, you're trying to get over somebody through somebody else? No shame. I'm just I was just pretending that I was like somebody like super judgmental, but you know, that's actually very interesting that you say that though, because I think the nature of, you know, the energetic kind of dance with what you're feeling inside and these approaches that you're getting from men on Tinder, the reason why they're like coming and going so fast, or like they ghost you and you're just like, what the fuck? I mean, I don't know if this is correct, but it's almost like you're trying to forget your past. And so you're meeting people that are like more than willing to forget you. Again, I don't think that's accurate. I feel like there's a connection with this past soulmate breakup and with the men that you will be seeing, because the first thing that I saw was guys coming in and then going out of your life. You know, it's very, oh, I get what they're saying. Basically, the reason why you haven't, okay, sorry, you have not reached a resolution with your ex lover. And so the consequences or the experiences of these people that you meet that will ghost you is that same thing. They're not giving you a reason for why they decided to ghost you. Basically it. I really feel like I hit the nail there. I'm just kidding. Now let's see, what can she do about this? All right. Oh, damn, girl, that looks sad. Because I'm seeing you like write in your journal. It's kind of like a whatever it is that you want to say to your ex, so that you can achieve that closure. Because you just said pretty much there was no closure. So writing out whatever it is that you want to write on this paper and pretending that it's for your ex, and it's going to be a very emotional experience, but it's kind of like a purging of those emotions. Not a purge, that's too extreme, but like a release, so that that same emotional vibration that would attract people that ghost you won't be as intense, won't be as strong. And based off of you doing that, I see guys coming into your life and actually having a conversation with you and not being like, hey, that, you know. And let me tell you, though, that when you go on Tinder and after you've done that process, the guys that you will be meeting, it's more on a friendly basis. Like maybe they want to have sex, right? But that's a very like tricky entanglement to experience with anybody, in my experience. But it just looks like they'll be more on the friendly level. And I think that's good for you because you still need to process your past too. Okay, Neesha? All right. So, Fatima, you said that you donated. Oh, cool. Are you like a tarot reader? Why are you laughing? Okay. Like, why are you laughing? All right, so let me put you at the front. Okay, so Fatima, go ahead and ask your question. And is Elena Marshall, black screen still here? Also, weirdly, I feel the need to like kind of promote my lost pet reading. I first feel like I have to put out a disclaimer that just because you get a lost reading from me or a lost pet reading, it doesn't mean that your pet is going to come back to you. It's really just reading the clues of what happened. I mean, it's really contextual, I guess. And I am practicing this lost pet reading. So if for whatever reason you feel like you weren't satisfied with the read, you are more than welcome to ask for a refund. And for me, when I do pet reads, I also talk to the pet, right? I ask them, I see into their body and I see how they're feeling, basically if they're still living with us, right? And I don't know, pet reads are always a unique experience because a lot of the times the pets that come into our lives are they're very much spiritual teachers. So it'll be interesting for you to hear what your pet has to say as well if you do get a simple pet read, okay? All right. Okay, perfect. Elena is here. I don't know if Black Screen is here, but anyways, Fatima says, I want to ask, how will November 2020 be in terms of communication with Mohammed? Oh, okay. So first of all, Mohammed seems really intense. Like, I don't know if he's like a Scorpio moon or what, but like I almost feel like I can't breathe. Like he's just very in your face. Like, does that sound like him? Oh, he's a Scorpio? Okay. Yeah, dude, because like he seems really fucking intense, like straight up. The team says, but he's not in contact with me. Oh, okay. So you're wondering like if you guys will talk again in November? Oh no, you're blocked. Oh no. Well, let me tell you this: is that it just feels like a manipulative scheme. Like it's just his way of controlling, so that you can be in his life, even though whatever is happening looks the opposite. Because, my God, his energy is just really intense. Again, up in your face, like won't leave you alone almost. All right. Well, I guess with Scorpios, they're really like black and white. Like if they decide, like really decide that they don't want anything to do with you, they're very, I'm going to follow that type of thing. You keep thinking of him, but I just can't let go of how intense his character is. It just looks like a really complex dynamic between the two of you, so I'm gonna draw a card. And since you're a tarot reader, I'll let you know the deck that I'm using. It's the Angel Tarot Cards by Doreen Virtue. Ooh, there's two of them. Oh, fuck. Damn it. I'm saying that because I just heard Twin Flame. So I'm like, fuck. It just seems like a really complex dynamic. So the fact that unconditional love is there too just makes it like, oh my God, right? Okay, so, all right. Okay. So Did you know that he was your twin flame? Anyway, the first card is 4 water, missing on opportunities, discontent. I feel like I don't have to read it because you're already a tarot reader, but the vibe of this one he's kind of just like having a pity party, basically. Like, oh, like, she won't look out for me. Like, she doesn't love me. Nobody loves me. Hi, Araceli. But Fatima, and he's kind of just like, I'm all alone. And then the second card is 8 of Air, and it says an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. Okay, it just seems like you are this one, and he is this one. I mean, not like, I feel like I'm speaking through feeling, but you guys are just, your energy are just very different. And that it kind of feels like you guys repel each other at this stage, kind of like oil and water, right? Or like, damn it, the best way that I can say what I'm feeling is like if you ever put okay, this is weird, but like me and my brother used to do this experiment when we were kids, and like we would put a bowl of water, fill up with water, and then coat the top with pepper, and then drop some soap into the water. And what happens is once the soap goes onto the water, as you would imagine, based off of the context of your story, excuse me, right now, the pepper, it avoids the soap like the plague. Okay. So I feel like this is where you guys are at right now. I think it's because either you or him are just not like energetically developed. I don't know. Your self concept is not actualized yet. Like your self identity is not realized to its fullest. So right now you guys are repelling each other. Oh, she's like, oh my God, we did this experiment in the 4th grade. I'm dying. Okay, this is perfect. Anyways, so I'm glad that you know what I'm talking about because you visually saw it before. And it just looks like he's pushing you away. But he doesn't, I think he doesn't know what he's got. I don't know if he realizes who you are. And it just seemed like from the likes of it, you didn't know who he was either. But I don't know. I feel like from my perspective, I want to say, like, don't be concerned that he's pushing you away right now because he's not at, like, your level right now. He can't have, like, an honest, emotionally mature discussion with you. He has to do it through manipulation and through drama. And that goes to say that twin flame relationships can also be toxic. But at the end of the day, it's the unconditional love that heals your wounds and your illusions and things like that. And Fatima, you seem like you seem very big-hearted, like you wear your heart on your sleeve and you're not afraid to do that. You're not afraid to show that. And you're very courageous. I don't know if you're a fire sign or what, but you kind of just got like this oomph to you. And that detracts him a little bit. Oh, you're a Sag moon. That's cool. I'm actually a Sagittarius and a Scorpio moon. But anyway, I think that kind of intimidates him, kind of frightens him. So it's almost as if he's doing this ploy, this plot to block you, when really he doesn't know how to channel his divine masculine. I don't know, whether you're the divine masculine, whether he's the divine feminine, I don't know. But he doesn't know how to be a real man. Just be like, what's going on? He can't just say that. He has to be like, I'm going to block you because I feel like I have to be more powerful than you. And I really feel like I don't know how to do that. And I actually feel really weak inside. Oh, you're a Scorpio sun and his Yeah, I mean, he is being weird, for sure. All right. So basically, it kind of just feels like you need to let the universe and you need to let divine timing heal that bridge between you, that gap, so to speak. Because right now you can't force it. Because, like I said, you guys are at that like repelling stage right now. Um, I think he just needs like a little slap, slap off the drama because he's being like a little bitch. I think he's got a lot of like emotional childhood wounds that are coming to the surface, probably about power, something like that, and masculinity, maybe. Not really too sure because I am getting like super tired. But will you guys be in contact in November? Probably not, because as a Scorpio moon, they have a lot of power within them, and they can use that power to be really fucking bitter and evil, or they can use it to be transformative and good. So, I mean, that's his own free will thing. Like, he could just suddenly be like, dude, I'm so sorry. But right now, it just feels like a no. Okay? All right. So, Elena is here. So, Elena, you've been waiting a really long time, so I'm going to put you first, okay? And then it's going to be Araceli. Where's Black Screen at? Sorry, not that he's a Scorpio moon, just Scorpios in general. But he's whatever. I mean, I hope that helped you, Fatima, because I know that like I'm like super tired, so I feel like the energy that I gave you wasn't very like to the point. Let me know if you need me to clear things up. Okay, all right. Thanks, Fatima. Okay, so Elena says, I'm really hoping to find out how my ex Sid, I don't know how to say that name, is feeling about me, and if you ever see us reconnecting or how. And she says, also, thank you. So that was 2 questions in 1. I always like to play to the rules, just so it's fair for everybody. I'm just going to see what they say, okay? Okay. Okay. I was going to put it back in the deck. You know, when you ever have those like self-doubt moments and you're like, I don't think that's the right card, you just like put it back in the deck. But Elena, you got the same card as Fatima, or one of them at least. And I've repeated it already, but I'll just say it again. Missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. And as you can see, there's like a little mermaid, and there's like there's a full cup right there. And she's like going the other direction, like she can't see what she already has, kind of a thing. So I'm really hoping to find out how my ex Sid is feeling about me. So based off of how he's feeling about you, then that'll lead into the other ones, okay? Because I don't want to like do it 2 for 1 and, you know, upset people or something like that. Now, I wonder how you guys broke up, because it just seems like the connection is not yet over with. Like, I don't know if you guys need to tie up loose ends or if this is something that can still continue. So tell me, Elena, like, how did the breakup go, I guess? You're welcome to donate for another. Okay, so Elena says, yeah, it was so sudden. So did he get, like, afraid and just suddenly backed out, or what? We had an argument. A lot of his friends were... What? Talking in his ear? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bitch. I don't like that. We had it's like it just gets worse and worse. We had a really public argument. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think it almost feels like this card read is more for him, even though I know I'm doing a reading for you. I think Okay, well, he's talking about public shame. I think, fuck, I think sexism could go into this too. Like, yeah, like, your girlfriend isn't the boss of you, blah, blah, blah. Elena says, and then he kind of ghosted me. He didn't want to fix things, but he never broke it off either. Kept saying that he needed time. Okay, no, that's bullshit. He's fucking lying to you straight up. He's not being emotionally honest with you. I feel that he just wants to please his friends. Like, his friends told him whatever it is that they told him. I don't know if you know what it is. But it really just feels like he doesn't want to be outcasted by his friend group for doing whatever it is that he wants to do, like continuing to stay with you and blah, blah, blah. And it's just interesting that you said that it was a public argument, because that also means that people are taking in that scenario based off of that little snippet of time. And they use that little snippet and they project whatever it is that they're going through onto the situation. And then they're telling your ex what they think when they have no context for your relationship or for who you two individuals are and stuff like that. She says, but it's been 6 months to this. I'm not even sure if he has the same friends anymore. And we were together almost a year. That is, gosh. Okay. Well, I feel like, you say that it's in 6 months. That's a lot of time to be thinking about his actions. And the reason why you're confused is because it is a confusing situation, because there's parts of it that are left out that you're not aware of. And I think that part is the shame and the humiliation, maybe even that peer pressure that caused him to break up with you. And now I feel like I have to ask you, based off of how you know about him, is he the kind of person that doesn't have his own identity? Let's just start there. Like, he's easily swayed, basically, doesn't have a mind of his own. He's been popping up on social media and all around me again, but he doesn't want to interact with me. I don't think it's because he doesn't like you. I think he's just really humiliated. Like he's so ashamed of himself that he doesn't know how to deal with the repercussions of what he's done. Not just to you. I think that's the part that hurts him the most, like what he did to you based off of what other people told him to do, and that he, let go of his own identity just to do that, just so that he could fit in. But Elena says, no, he was actually the opposite, but towards the end, I don't know why, he really started to care about what people thought of him, even like in his family and stuff regarding things outside of this relationship. Yeah, that's really interesting. Huh. Yeah, wow, that's really complex. All right, let's, they want me to draw 2 more cards. Let's see. And how old are you guys, if you don't mind me asking? Like, how old is he? Some weird midlife crisis. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, well, you got a lot of water cards. You're 21, he was 25. Okay. Kind of makes sense. But I don't know how important it is. I mean, screw the age part. But anyways, the next 2 cards that you got was the 8 of Water. It says a desire to move on for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. That part is you. Basically, what you need is closure. And it really depends on the person and the connection that you have with that person. But for you, the most important thing is closure, because what he did, why would you want to go back to that? But anyway, The third card says King of Water, and it says open your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work, blah, blah, blah. So based off of the King of Water card, it feels like there's going to be friends coming to you. They feel female, or if they are male, they have a femininity to them. But it looks like they'll be coming back to like reassure you and to give you some advice. Because I don't know how much this disturbs you, but for some reason it just feels like your friends will be coming back into your life to help you to process this, because it is confusing, especially the way that he broke up with you, and you're kind of just like, what the fuck? And you said that he ghosted you. How do you ghost somebody after a year-long relationship? But anyway, let me go back to your original question. How is he feeling about me? So basically, like, it doesn't look like you'll be reconnecting. If you do, and I don't think that it will happen, it will be only as friends or like acquaintances, because I think he's just so humiliated and so like ashamed of his actions and his choices that he can never face you with emotional honesty. And Ollie, you're welcome to get a question, but you'd have to donate because the free read for new subs is closed, okay? All right, so Liam says, for some reason in my gut, I feel like he had such a victim mentality that he hasn't even yet taken the responsibility of the breakup. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? That doesn't make no sense. I think he still thinks I was the one who initiated it. I don't know why that would be the case, because he's the one that broke up with you, right? So what the fuck? Aalayiah Brunner, I'm sorry. I mean, it's only like $3, but if you really want to read, just save up and come next time. Anyways. It is very weird and complicated for sure. I think that you just need to be comforted. I think that you just need solace about the situation. I just feel like he really feels like it was me. Does he think that it was you? I don't think that's the case, Elena. Oh, black screen, you're here. Good. Elena, I don't think that that's the case, because maybe he wants to make it seem like it is your fault. I don't know. But the choices that he's making really aligns with shame, because he's not talking to you. He hasn't even blocked you, because to block somebody is an aggressive move, right? I just think that you're really dispersed. Like, your energy is very like, what the fuck happened? And I feel like I also have to refer you to Teal Swan's video about ghosting. You should take a look at that, because she's saying like the reason why it's so agonizing to be ghosted is because there's a million possibilities that you could think of for why they ghosted you. And to ghost somebody is to completely disconnect yourself from somebody, socially, emotionally, mentally, maybe even spiritually. I feel like for you it was spiritual, because you guys are together for a year. So you're here trying to pick up the pieces. Oh, you said ghosting is the wrong word. Okay. He said, I'm pretty cool now. Like, I don't think I need comforting. I'm all right. It's just that I've been curious again since he's been randomly popping up everywhere again. Well, anyways, I have told you already that I think he's just ashamed of himself, and that he doesn't know how to be honest with you, so he's not coming forward ever. If he does, he'll be like, oh, like, hey, how are you? I'm hungry. I'm gonna go back. You know, something like that. But I don't think that it's worth it to continue to look into this. Like, I don't know why you're doing that, but your friends will be coming up to offer you some advice that'll help you to process this, okay? So keep that in mind. He just didn't communicate properly. He wanted to talk about everything but the problem, because I just said that he's ashamed. And so Lena says, so this is a lost cause. Oh, are you trying to like get back with him? Because this card, 8 of Water, says that You've got better things to do, girl, than to go back to this guy. Okay, Elena? All right. So I feel like I've said what I needed to say. Otherwise, I would say it over and over. So, Elena, I hope that you enjoyed your reading. I always post like a timeline for people's reads so that I can go back to it and refer to it, okay? All right, so Araceli is next, and then last one is black screen. So Araceli, what's your question? Yay, my turn! So cute. Yeah, I was just answering your question, not asking another one. I don't remember the question that I asked. I'm sorry. Since you since I asked if you were trying to get back then. You're welcome, Elena. Whoa. Let me grab that card. Okay. All right, so I'm waiting for Araceli's question. Funny. Dude, I'm so glad that my Wi-Fi hasn't disconnected because the last 3 lives they've been disconnecting. It's been so annoying. But Araceli. Excuse me. I have to pee so bad. I'm really just trying to end the live. Okay, so I don't know where Araceli is. Black screen, are you here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Black screen, I'm sure you've got your question there, but I'm going to do Araceli's and it'll be yours next. So she says, as you know, I've been feeling blech and exhausted from work. My friends have been having mini get-togethers, so I'm wondering if it's a sign for me to associate with friends more or not to. Well, first of all, it seems like whatever it is that you're going through at work is going to end. Because the description says, the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change, expect things to get better now, blah, blah, blah. And it says recovering from an addiction, which I don't think that you have an addiction. But anyway. Yeah, actually, I think you're right. I think you noticing that your friends are having a mini get-together, it's almost as if the universe is showing you a sign to get out of this energetic stagnancy. It's almost as if like a hand is coming out to you so that you can take the universe's hand and it'll pull you out. I think that you just need to associate yourself in a different frequency. And by having these get-togethers with your friends, I think that's going to be very nice for you because it's something different to talk about other than what's going on with you or how's work, kind of a thing. So to associate with friends more, yeah, but more specifically, or rather more generally, is to raise your vibration. Okay? All right. That was quick. So black screen, what's your question? You're welcome, Araceli. Black screen? Are you there? There you go. Okay, so how is Cancer feeling knowing I have an online class with them? All right. I just, I think you need to be more like energetically specific because I feel like I don't know what to read because of the anonymity of the message. Hi, Daisy. How are you? Wait, what? Are you Empress Daisy with a different username? Ah, there you go. Yeah, I saw that little picture and I was like, wait, because I think you said your sister, you had a sister, right, who was also interested in this stuff. And I think, what was it, like Empress 777 or something like that? But anyway, Black Screen, I'm waiting for you to see if you could be a little bit more specific in your question. Because at the same time, if you conceal their gender, I would also have to know yours. And then I need to know if this is a romantic thing. Ah, yes, Empress 777. I haven't seen her lately. Oh, how will he feel when he sees me? There you go. It's way more specific. Okay. So first of all, I feel, Black Screen, that you're concealing yourself, not just for me, but also for him. It's almost like you're afraid for him to see you, like to see into you, to see you vulnerable, or to see who you truly are, because it's like you wear this mask. And like even your username kind of depicts that too, right? So it's like, how will he feel when he sees me? Well, it's kind of weird because it's like, even when you talk to me, you're concealing what it is that you really want me to see. So you can't get a genuine response from anybody if you aren't being genuine at first. So I'm just saying that because I don't want you to be disappointed if you get a different result because you gave a different, greeting or something like that. You know what I mean? So this card, I'm not going to get into it with the words and all, but it just shows me that you're hiding. And this card, it says a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating, blah, blah, blah. This to me is more like, dude, stop hiding yourself. Or like, okay, wait. This is more like, why are you just concealing who you truly are when who you truly are is beautiful and glorious and glamorous and all that jazz? Because it doesn't feel like this is so much about him. This feels more like this is about you wanting deeply to be noticed and to be cherished for who you are. But you're not allowing people to do that. It's kind of like, I mean, I'm just going to give like a rough example. Like say that you've worked out for like a year and like you want people to see your abs and like, I don't know, your toned muscles and stuff like that, but you wear like sweatpants and like a sweater. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're not going to get that reaction that you've been hoping for or something like that. So to answer your question, how will he feel when he sees you? He doesn't even know you. Not that he doesn't know your name, but it's like he doesn't know who you really are, right? And I think the scary part for you is that once he really knows who you are, you're afraid of being rejected because of who you really are. But honestly, I think if you show him who you truly are, he's going to find it very refreshing. Almost like a breath of fresh air, like, like that's who she is. Or like, oh, like this person is so wonderful, so joyful, and stuff like that. So I can't give you a great response to your question, so it's a process for you to adore yourself or to have the bravery to be like, you know what, I want to wear this today. I think it shows off my curves or whatever. Okay, Black Screen. All right, so thank you all for being here. Once again, I'm Heart to Heart Readings. Go on to my website, hearttoheartreadings.com, for more services. I am a pet reader, an angel reader, a spirit reader, and so on. So thanks you guys for being here. Maybe I'll be here tomorrow, depending on how tired I am. But yeah, I'm here every week. So like and sub. Bye.